Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Quantum Leap Futures Morning Leap session for Friday, July the 14th, 2017. My name is Doug McKay. I'm the founder of Quantum Leap Futures. Each morning we get together in these live go-to sessions to take a look at the market, macro to micro, take a look at the structure of the market, and we drill down to our trade levels, our targets, and our hypotheses for the day. This is a subscription service. If you're interested in checking out, send me an email at quantumleapfutures@gmail.com. There's no website. There's no blog. This is not a commercial venture. We do everything live here in the go-to during the pre-market, and then we do live trading analysis during most of the trading day. Please read through the disclaimer. Nobody at Quantum Leap is a certified trading advisor. We are retail traders operating within a self-organized learning environment. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and the trades that you see in Quantum Leap are for education purposes. Please trade your own due diligence, your own trade plan, and your own risk metrics. All right, so yesterday our main hypothesis was a rotational day. We were looking for a rotation down into the 40 to the 37 area, and then finding responsive buyers and continuing the auction up. And we were targeting that 47, but we expect it to come back down and close back somewhere between the 40 and the 43 area. We didn't quite get that. In fact, it almost looked like they were setting up with Hypo 2, because Hypo 2 was a breakout or a false breakout and then a rotation down, and getting continuation down into the 37, possibly 35, 50, and then rotating up and closing in the 42. What we've been doing a lot lately is we've been breaking out of the prior day range and then just chopping at the high most of the day. I mean, that is has been, other than the breakout day, this day, the gap up day on Wednesday, most of it has just been a slow grind up. Break out of the prior day range and then go sideways at the high. You can go and actually, let's go and take a look at it so you can see it. Let's 15 minutes. We'll do it. You can see here and here, not so much here, but here and here. It's just been incredible. This market just does not want to go down at all. So taking a look at where we are in the structure, you can see that we were targeting that 47 because 47 was where where they tried to hold value after making the all-time high. We'd broken out, we had gapped up, and we were looking for the breakout. And yesterday we opened above the value area, which was our key line in the sand. It's shifted slightly, but it was 40 yesterday. And we went and we hit that 47 again and then stalled and just went sideways. Now overnight we've held this area, so I'm looking for price acceptance to be held in around this 45 to 47 area as we accept value, and then looking for continuation up. That's one of my main hypotheses. Now 2 days of balance, we could rotate back down and come back into that 42, 43 area just as easily. Yesterday we talked about getting stuck in this wick. We did get stuck in this wick for the majority of the day before finally going up into that 47. So taking a look at the overnight inventory is somewhat it's about, I'd say, 60% net short right now. We did spike up on the news, and we're doing a pretty good job once we found the buyers back at 42 to staying above the overnight VPOC. Came back and tested it. Very boxy looking profile, multi-distribution here, so not a lot of consensus in terms of where value is. I expect that we'll probably get a VPOC shift back up here to the 45.50 by the time we open. I'll have to do a data download to see if maybe even we should have shifted, but I'm not going to do it during this pre-market session. We do not have any zipper measured moves. We did violate the zipper measured move below, so we have to take that out. We broke the 46.50, so that no longer was valid. So there's no measured moves there. Just taking a look at the news very quickly. We had CPI, core CPI, month over month, core retail sales and retail sales. They weren't great, but you know, we did spike on them. 9:15, we've got capacity utilization rate and industrial production, and then 9:30 we've got Kaplan speaking, and then 10 o'clock University of Michigan consumer expectations and inflation expectations and consumer sentiment and business inventories. But that's about it right now for news today. Remember, it's Friday, so don't get yourself caught like I did last Friday, and because it grates on you all weekend. I had a terrible weekend last weekend because of being so stubborn in the trade and taking a very big hit. Overall, our high is somewhat weak. We one ticked the high, last night, and then we failed on the news to put in the double top, but we do have a double top at the 47 from yesterday's high. So I've been watching this 47 for the breakout. The overnight high, of course, is right there, one tick above at 47.25. I expect that overnight high to be taken out. Oops, target, overnight high. And then we've got the overnight low at 42. Based on the 20-period daily ATR, very important to understand that our daily range capabilities gives us the possibility of going up and making new all-time highs. I'd be surprised if we don't. This market just wants to push and push and push. So my main hypothesis is up, and that won't change until I see some serious pressure to the downside. So our daily upside ATR target is all the way up at 2460. Also important to note that our weekly ATR has already been breached, and our week open, I should say, was down at 23. So based on 1 day of true range, our critical mass for the week is all the way down at 40.50. So not likely that we're going to get back below there. More likely we stay above. Why do we watch that? Because when critical mass steps in, there's no real possibility of turning this week into a bearish week. Therefore, the sellers could capitulate and we could just drift up into the close and get a trend type environment into the end of the week. Key levels to watch are well, I'll check it, but our VPOC right now is 43.50, which is basically just above the value area from yesterday. Another P-shaped profile. I'm going to be watching this 42.50. That's the start of the tail, and anything below the value area. The value area high is 46.70, 46 and a quarter, but I think 47. And it looks like they're going to go put in a new Globex high. Our VPOC and naked close from yesterday is 45.75, and then the naked close at 45 and a quarter. So, my main hypothesis for the day, well, let me just put my levels in. I'm going to be watching this 39 into the 37, 50. It's not much to guide me other than the all-time high above, and we're just putting in a new overnight high now here at 47.50. It's hard to do these when the market's on the move right now. So depending on where we open, we could open outside a range, outside of value, and have another gap up day. So, we still have a lot of time. We've got news in between. We've got, basically 34 minutes with news at 9:15. So, hard to say where this market's going to go. But my main bias is still up. So, in terms of hypothesis, I'm looking for open auction just in range or just out of range. And I'm looking for a move down between 45 and 43, and then finding initiative buyers to continue up and come up and test this all-time high up at 51.50 and make a new all-time high. That is my main hypothesis. My secondary hypothesis is a open auction in range, just out of range or just in range, and a move up into the open, either fail to make a new high or just pop a new high and then drop and rotate back and come back into this 44.45 and go sideways into the close. Hypo 3 is an open test drive, leaving the overnight low alone, possibly coming down to the 45, but finding buyers right away, pushing up into the 51 area, chopping around there, and then getting continuation. And how high we go, I don't know. That is basically a continuation day. And then the fourth hypothesis is a failure to take out the new high, rotate down into the 42 area, chop around there, and then push down towards that gap zone down here in the 34 to 29 area. Those are my four main hypotheses. It's a tough call. We're making new highs. Here we go. New highs. The daily ATR is going to come up for every point we move up. So we just have to keep an eye on that, and likely going to do a make and break on the overnight high regardless. So that's what I'm looking at on the ES. Sorry, it's not better because this market's just in motion. You can see that our Keltner range gives us the capabilities of going testing that all-time high, and that's my main hypothesis, is to test that high today. I talked about that yesterday, finding two-day balance and then making the move on the Friday. Taking a look at gold. Gold just absolutely exploded back up. Here we are, $28 off of that 1204. So they left the 1300 alone on the way up, did not get into the 1300, missed it by $1.20, and then missed the 1200 by $4 and get a $28 rotation up. They came up overnight and they were chopping it around the 22 area, and then the news popped it, and where did we pop to? Right where we expected, into the 31, 32 area. So I'm looking for a little bit of resistance here at the 32 to 33 area, probably some rotation, probably a move back to 28 and balancing out around this 33 today. If we do not hold 29, look for a move at least down to the 27, if not down into the 25. But I'm expecting this to move. I think gold has caught I think all the base metals have caught some support here, and are going to start working their way up now. How much higher they can go, my immediate target above the 33 is up at the 45 area and coming back into this balance that we fell out of on June the 3rd. Anyway, that's going to, July the 3rd. That's going to complete our pre-market session. As always, trade well, trade safe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.